Weight championship.
On the back.
Springs was a good boxer, but had been knocked out in his only 2 losses. And you just had to feel once Braithwaite caught him, it was going to be over.
Peter trying to press his way. You see on the back of Crowe's trunks there, that cross? It says Dale Crowe and Greg Page. In March of 2001, Crowe knocked out the former heavyweight champion, sent him through the ropes. He suffered a blood clot. He has since recovered, and now Crowe and Page communicate quite often.
Crowe's doing the best he can to box, but he's not filling the holes when he makes Peter miss.
Peter with a little shimmy by Miller Lite. Bob Papa, Teddy Atlas ringside. We get set for round number 3 with Dale Crowe and Samuel Peter. They're working on the tape on the glove of Samuel Peter on the left wrist.
Come here. Box.
Referee Victor Allegria gives it a look. Crowe getting a couple extra seconds of rest, and we embark upon the 3rd round.
Two things missing so far that I've seen by Crowe. He's coming there with the right game plan, Bob. He knows he can't stand in front of the bigger, stronger Peter. He's boxing, he's moving, he's trying to create holes. But 2 things. One, he's not countering enough when he does get Peter to miss with some wide shots. And Peter will get wide with shots. He's still a little raw. He still needs to develop.
Well, we told you about what's on the back of the trunks of Dale Crowe, that acknowledgement of Greg Page and what happened to the former heavyweight champion. We had a chance to ask Dale about that incident and returning to the ring.
As far as the impact, it really just kind of it made me scared, really. Is this really what I want to do? You know, do I really want to go out there and take a chance on losing my family? I had to take a while and find myself and really evaluate the situation. And now I feel positive. You know, me and Greg have made up, and we talk pretty much on a weekly basis. I mean, every couple days, you know, and it's a good relationship, like I said, and it's really helped me out as far as my career. And I know all I can do is go out there and prove what I got, you know, and stay focused on my game plan.
It's a tough mental hurdle that Crowe had to get past, and in that time, Crowe's gotten tagged by a couple of decent power shots from Samuel Peter.
Well, Crowe has the right idea. He knows he can't stand in front. We've said that several times since the beginning of this fight. He wants to get in, get out, give movement. His movement has to be to the side, though. Has to be very specific movement. It can't be straight back. You never want to go straight back. You hear us say all the time on our ass, you go straight back, you're going to get caught. But especially with a guy like Peter, he throws those kind of punches, long, wide punches. And if you go straight back like that, you're going to walk right into those long punches. Now, if he was more of a precise sort of puncher, polished punches, believe it or not, you could go back and get away with it.
Let go. Break it up.
I feel like what Peter did there, Teddy, threw instead of going to the head, he led with a punch to the body.
Well, he's with good people in his corner. He's with the Dubas. They're trying to teach him those basics. Got people like Andy Anderson.
Jimbo Espaduli is there, and Lou Duva.
Jimmy Espaduli, as you said, from Connecticut. Got people that are trying to teach him the basics. Go to the body. The head will fall. But as I said, go ahead, Bob.
No, I was just going to say, Peter just missed with that ending type punch.
But see, if Peter threw those more precise punches, those more polished punches, not as long, then Crowe wouldn't be in much danger pulling back. Now, here's the wide punching that we've been talking about. Long right hand. The problem with that, you can leave yourself wide open as Peter did there, but if you go straight back like Crowe's been doing, those long punches could be very effective.
Round number 4. You know, one thing, too, we have to take note here with Peter. He's wearing the white trunks from Nigeria. Although he was an Olympian representing Nigeria, he only had 20 amateur fights. In certain regions in the world, you go to group or regional qualifications. Well, you know, not a lot of heavyweights. So it's not as if he went through the rigorous... Oh, right hand there. Got Crowe on the chin.
Over here.
See, and that's the difference of not just the chin, but the punching power. Crowe had just caught Peter before that. But like we talked about earlier, he doesn't have the power to hurt Peter. He had just caught Peter. And Peter came right back and caught Crowe And his punch, well, it's obvious, was much more effective.
Crowe has only been knocked out once. That was by Debarrow Williamson. Peter moving in. Oh, good straight right hand, and that's it. There's no 3 knockdown rule, but that's it. Referee Victor Allegria wisely stops it.
As we were saying, Peter, just too much power for Crowe. You knew sooner or later, Crowe couldn't keep him off. Sooner or later, Peter was going to get close enough to do that.
1:08 of round 4. Samuel Peter with limited amateur experience and in his 13th pro fight, by far in against the best competition he's ever faced. Clearly, it's not even close. Dale Crowe is a big step up for Peter with his limited experience. And Samuel Peter passes this first test. And he shows his raw power, Teddy. Despite some of the things that might be lacking technically, he's got that big right hand.
He's got that eraser. And you like to see that in any fighter, but especially heavyweights. When you want to go watch a heavyweight, you want to see power. You go watch Peter, you know you're going to see power. He still has to develop more. He left himself wide open tonight, but he didn't pay a price. And when he did get hit, well, Crowe just didn't have the power to really do a job.
Straight right hand got things going for Samuel Peter.
Now you're going to see a counter, see a left-hand counter by Crowe, but then he pulls back, and right back, Peter catches him a shot, and his shot, well, carries a lot more weight. Here's another shot of it. You can see the counter with the left hand by Crowe, but he poses, he admires his work. You can't do that with a big puncher. Peter comes right back, and his punch is much heavier. And here's the end of the fight. Nothing fancy. Just get close to your man's hurt, and let those heavy hands go.
So Samuel Peter goes to 13-0, gets his 12th stoppage. 1:08 of round number 4. He finishes off Dale Crowe. So Peter steps up in class, gets a big hug from Dino Duva, who is handling the promotional aspects of Samuel Peter. And the young heavyweight from Nigeria, now fighting out of Las Vegas, gets the win, stepping up in class. It's 1:08 of round number 4. We have a lot more boxing to come. We'll get a look at Oscar Diaz, a young prospect from San Antonio. And we send it back to Whit Watson and Max Kellerman. And guys, you got to see